Hello, Curtline. I'm the Mass Analyst. I'm going to ask you to refrain from sending a letter into YouTube complaining about VenmFangX's false DMCA against Thunderfoot. I know you don't like the deal against that Thunderfoot is striking with VenmFangX. I know that you think that he is capitulating to VenmFangX, that he's letting him off the hooks too easily, and you're going to try and scuttle that deal. I am asking you to stop and refrain and think about this a little bit. Let me give you my qualifications for discussing the subject. Before that, I want to note that you said that you would not fight a DMCA for two reasons. First, you live in Germany and it would require you to come to the United States to fight it. Fair enough. The second reason is because you did not want to have your docs dropped. You didn't want your information to become public. And I can very much sympathize with that, and now I can get into my qualifications. I've had a guy on my case, we'll call him Perjury Boy. He really does not like me at all. Basically because I've been pointing out some of the things that he's been doing. Amongst other things, he's made death threats to people, plagiarized, filed false DMCAs, using multiple sock puppets, you name it, he did it. And he didn't like what I was doing, so he sent 3 DMCAs against my account. 2 of the videos that he DMCA'd, one could make an argument that he had some copyright interest. The first one, he definitely had some interest in the copyright. The second one just showed PMs that he had sent me under various sock puppet accounts. Not even video clips, just PMs. And the third video that he DMCA'd had absolutely no material of his. He had no copyright interest in it whatsoever. He perjured himself. He lied through his teeth in the DMCA, claiming to have a copyright interest in the video. Actually, if you watch the video, you could see that the person who put it up, Firefly515, within that very video was begging everyone to upload his video to their channel. So not only did I have his permission, he was begging me to post the video. But he had no idea that someone else would come along and claim copyright interest in it and get me suspended. Well, I have to admit that I didn't file a counter notice, basically for a reason similar to yours. I didn't want my name out there. I didn't want my docs out there. And I certainly didn't want this guy to get it after he had made a veiled death threat against me. Would he have carried it out? Probably not, but you know, who knows? You never can tell. So I decided to do the next best thing. What I wanted to do is make sure that no one would ever be in a position that I was in, or at least I do the most I could. I'm just a guy, just one person. I can only do so much. So what I did is I read up as much as I could on the DMCA, and I made a website out of my findings. I discussed how the DMCA is used as a tool for censorship and not necessarily for protecting copyright. I posted a page listing, I'm guessing about 6 or 10 or 12 examples of how the DMCA has been used as a tool for censorship. One of those pages, in fact, was discussing how Scientology used the DMCA to censor their critics. And one of the videos that I featured on the page was a video that you yourself has made. Another page on my website discusses the case of Michael Crook. Now, Michael Crook was in a position very similar to that which VenmFangX finds himself in, and he had to make an apology video. That video is now quite well known on the internet, and I'm going to post a link in the sidebar to my website, and you can read about it and you can watch the video on your own. Now, there are some parallels between the Michael Crook situation and the VenmFangX situation. The biggest one being that VenmFangX will undoubtedly have to make a video that he will probably find quite humbling and perhaps embarrassing, but more importantly, it can serve as a notice to others who may file DMCAs that they could wind up in a very uncomfortable situation. So I think I'm well qualified to speak on this. I've been devoting since December what time I have to try and get the DMCA modified, to get it amended, or to bring general awareness about the evils of the DMCA. This has been a major goal of mine. And my motive for making this video is because I want to see that go further. And nothing could further it more than to have VenmFangX make an apology video and have him prominently feature it on his channel. And I think Thunderfoot's a bright guy. He'll look at all the ramifications. I know Rosebush made a very valuable contribution in a video. He made some very valuable suggestions, and I'm hoping Thunderfoot will take them to heart. Now, it'll be hard for VenmFangX to make his apology video, which will be a useful illustration to everybody else, if his channel is suspended, as you want to get him suspended. This will be throwing a monkey wrench in the works. First of all, you don't know what all the conditions of the settlement are. You don't even know what other strings may be attached. Neither do I, for that matter. But one thing is very, very, very obvious to me. Thunderfoot is an incredibly bright guy. He has a handle on the situation. He's consulting with a real lawyer. And he's not going to just let VenmFangX get off the hook real easily. I'm confident. I'm pretty confident that he will take many things into consideration. As he said, it's going to take a week or two for the lawyer to get this letter written. I'm sure they're thinking through all the ramifications. Until you know what strings may be attached, until you know what the conditions of the apology are, you're filing a complaint to YouTube and gumming up the works is premature at best and foolhardy at worst, reckless even. It seems to me that VenmFangX is the one who will have to put up the money if he does proceed with a lawsuit. Sure, he will probably get it back in the long run, Thunderfoot will have to put the money up for the lawsuit, and he'll get the money back in the long run when the court finds VenmFangX. But until then, even if he gets a pro bono lawyer, I'm sure there are going to be court costs that go with it. He will have to be the one who devotes the time. Seems to me like he should be the one calling the shots, not you or anyone else from the sideline. He's the one with a skin in the game, and it seems to me like this is a decision that I fully support whatever he chooses to do. I think he's played the game magnificently so far, and I hope that you will step aside and let this wind its course, at least until you know what conditions may be attached. Then if you want to do something, at least you will have made an informed decision based on greater knowledge than you have now. So again, I respect some of the things. I respect what you've done in the past. I'm not going to say something. I respect very much what you've done in the past. I very much like your video on Scientology. I do have respect for you, but I'm going to ask you to step aside this time. This has been the Masked Analyst, under an N.